So Kerry, can you tell me something about diving on the island Koh Chang?
Yeah, Koh Chang has really nice diving, especially for beginners. We have a couple of really nice dive sites. My favorite is Hin Luk Bat. This is a really good one for training dives as well as for people who've already been diving. Very nice conditions. We usually have really good visibility. Also, generally not so much of a current, so it's a great place for new divers to learn. There's also really, really beautiful coral and stuff, so it's great for people who've been diving for a long time as well.
Any other specialties you have around Koh Chang?
Yeah, I think my actual favorite dive site here will be the wreck. So we have a wreck here. It's the biggest shipwreck in Thailand. It's about 100 meters long. It's the HTMS Chang, and they sank this ship about 5 years ago to make an artificial reef, and it's really been it's been taken over by lots of fish and stuff. It's a really great wreck. Better for advanced divers because it's a little bit deep. The really interesting stuff starts at about 22 meters and goes down to about 30.
And what type of fish you can see there?
We've seen some really big groupers. We get big schools of barracuda, so you can see hundreds of barracuda all swimming together. Some scorpion fish. Lots of batfish as well.
Can you see any big creatures in waters around Koh Chang?
Yeah, if we're really lucky, we can catch a whale shark. It's the biggest fish in the sea, and it's been around a lot this year and last year as well. So they can be absolutely huge, and it's really exciting as a diver to get to see a whale shark.
And would you then recommend Koh Chang for the beginners divers or for the advanced?
Yeah, I think in the end it's great for everyone, especially maybe if you have someone in your family who's already been diving. It's great to come bring the rest of your family. They can learn, but you're also still going to have some really nice dive sites.
Any snorkeling as well?
Yeah, so anytime that we take divers out, we can also take snorkelers out because most places in the Gulf of Thailand are quite shallow. So our dive sites are great for snorkelers as well. The snorkeling is a little bit better than the snorkeling you do on the island hopping tours because we're not on the islands, but we're actually on the reef, and it does get shallow enough that snorkelers can enjoy it as well. And
can you tell me something about Dolphin Divers, which you work for?
Yeah, so Dolphin Divers has been on the island for about 10 years. Sasha Omer started it about 10 years ago. And it's definitely a little bit different than the rest of the dive centers. We're based here in Emerald Cove, which is a beautiful 5-star resort. And we do all our training in the pool here, so it's a really, really beautiful environment for starting your training. And we do both our open water courses as well as the Discover Scuba Diving morning session in the pool here. And the boat leaves from here, and we're the only dive center diving from a speedboat, which makes our dive days much shorter. So if you enjoy diving but you don't want to waste your whole day on your vacation diving, then it's a good place because we leave at around 10, so no those miserable early mornings that a lot of dive trips are, and then we're back usually by at least 2 p.m. So you still have the whole day to do anything else that you want to do.
So you're going on your diving sites on a speedboat, which makes it probably shorter the time. Any other advantages?
Well, it does take us much less time to get to the dive sites. So our furthest away site would be the wreck, and we still get there in 25 minutes. And we have some dive sites as close as 8 minutes. So it's helping the day much faster. We also, because it's a speedboat, we have smaller groups. So anytime we're teaching, we have a maximum of 2 students with instructors. And we also keep fun diving groups small as well. And that just makes everything a little bit more intimate and safer as well.
So you mentioned that even non-divers can come to you and try scuba diving. Can you explain that?
Right, so if you've never been diving before, we can do what's called a Discover Scuba Dive, which is a really great experience that gives you a chance to try diving without fully committing to get your license. So we start here in the mornings in the pools, and we teach you the basics of diving, plus a few skills that will make diving a little bit safer and more enjoyable for you. And after a short pool session, we actually take you out on the boat and we do a real dive. Again, always with only 2 students per instructor, so everything's very safe, and we pretty much take care of all of the difficult parts of diving, and you just get to enjoy looking at the coral and the fish and seeing if it's something that you'd like to pursue. And if you really enjoy it, it's very easy to then move from the Discover Scuba Diving into the open water course. It'll actually count as the first portion of your open water course. So if you fall in love, which I think you will, then you can go ahead and finish the course here with us right afterwards.
And what's about children? Can they do scuba diving?
Yeah, so we start Discover Scuba Diving with kids as young as 10 years old. Okay, there's different rules for kids. They have to stay a little bit shallower, but for DSDs, it's pretty much the same as what their parents can do. And if they also decide they want to go on and do their junior open water course, they can do that as well. There's just a little bit different rules for kids, but kids actually learn really well. They're not scared of anything, and they seem to really enjoy diving.
And what's about the partners who don't dive? Can they join your trips?
Yeah, so we can bring snorkelers on the boat with us, and the dive sites that we go to are generally really good for snorkelers as well, because the reefs are quite shallow. So if one partner wants to go diving and the other partner just wants to come along and snorkel, they can do that, and there's still really nice things to see. Also, we have in between our 2 dives always a surface interval, so you'll have a little bit of time that you can snorkel together as well.
Kerry, I've heard that you are also working with the university. Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, so Sasha set up a program with 4 different universities in Bangkok that allows students who are studying hospitality to come to Koh Chang and work with us and to learn how to dive, hopefully get multiple certifications for diving, as well as learn how to work in the dive shop and in the resort as well. So it's the only program of this kind in Thailand, and I think the Thai students are really enjoying being able to come here and learn about diving.
And back to learners or divers, do the people have to arrange their own insurance, diving insurance?
No, actually all the insurance is included with all of our packages, so fun divers as well as students are all fully insured with us.
That's great. Anything else is included?
We do a free taxi transfer from the hotel as well, if you're not located at Emerald Cove, and we have fruit and water on the boat as well.
So it's happy to dive with you.
Yes, definitely.